had such a mom moment today, a mom moment. um, as I was scrolling through Instagram, I think it was only last night actually, I saw a post by Glennon Doyle, and usually I'm pretty drawn into reading her posts, but there was something about what was going through my head last night, or something about the way it was presented on the screen, but I just like intentionally was like, I can't read that right now. I just can't go there. I can't do that. It's too much. So I skipped over it and carried on. And then a little bit later, my husband Alex sent that post to me through the Instagram messaging. So I opened it up and I'm like, oh, okay, obviously I meant to read this, and I got to get over myself and just figure out what it is that it's trying to tell me. And sure enough, it was like bang on with the stuff that I needed to hear at that moment. A huge affirmation. And what it was her explaining, I think, to her daughter about disappointment. And the reality is that you should never disappoint yourself, and that life is pretty much full of disappointing other people, and that's the way that it's always going to be. And if you're disappointing other people, then you're probably doing it right, because don't disappoint yourself. That is sort of the moral of the story. And I don't think anybody's ever told me that before, but it was a huge shift, a huge mental shift. And Alex and I have been talking about that in various ways, in terms of people pleasing and setting boundaries, and generally just like being the people that we've always been, and trying to find another way that works better for us. And so to be given permission and like told on such a straightforward level, like, don't disappoint yourself, that really it hit home. And so today, when I was struggling with a difficult decision, I kind of was reminded of that again, and I'm like, okay, let's just think for a moment the best way to approach this. Like, I could do what I'm being invited to do, and I won't disappoint my children. It will make them very happy, and it'll make a bunch of other people very happy, but am I going to be happy doing that? And when I really dug deep into my soul and listened to my heart, the answer was no. You're happy doing what you're doing right now. Like, the path has been laid, the choices have been made, and it's okay to disappoint other people. That's just how it's going to be. And if you're doing what's best for me, or if I'm doing what's best for me, that's always going to be what's best for everybody. And just to trust that. And then it all just felt good. Everything sort of melted away. It wasn't stressful anymore. That was my mom moment, to disappoint my kids. And it's a hard thing to do, but it was the best thing to do. And it's just something I have to keep practicing. So thank you, Glennon Doyle, for helping me understand that pivotal point. And I'm grateful for that clarity. So incredibly grateful for that clarity.